right, man. That voice right there is one of the most powerful voices in the culture today.
You know it.
One of the most honest and most transparent, most vulnerable people I know in my life today.
My brother.
Come on, man. He's coming off fresh from, was it this weekend?
It was yesterday.
It was yesterday. He was in Baltimore doing something really special. But before we get into that, man, I want to welcome him for his monthly residency. Come on, man. We got the one and only Freeway is with us right now. Give it up, Freeway.
Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate
Feeling healthier with Freeway.
Yes, sir.
Come on, man. How you
Road
been,
to a
bro?
healthier you. I'm good, man. One day at a time, man.
One day at a time.
Mm-hmm.
I want to start off on a really bright note, man. Baltimore, Druid Hill Park, Baltimore.
Yes, sir.
Yesterday is where all of this took place. Talk to the people what happened, and salute to the people of Baltimore that came out.
Salute to Baltimore. Shout out to Shut Up, Let's Ride. It's an organization that reached out to me the year after my daughter passed away, and they've been coming to Philly for 2 years in a row, and we've been doing cancer rides, not only for my daughter, but for everybody that's been battling cancer or lost a loved one to cancer. And it's basically a three-wheel community, people with three-wheel bikes. And yesterday, man, we took over the city of Baltimore. It was so amazing. I got a citation from the city.
Oh, wow.
We pulled up to Johns Hopkins where I got the transplant at with like 180 bikes. It was crazy.
Did they know y'all were coming, or they thought y'all was about to?
No, they didn't know we was coming. When we pulled up, they came outside, but then when they told them it was me and what was going on, then it was all love.
Wow.
You know?
Did you get to see any of the people that worked with you when you was in Johns Hopkins?
No, because we was like in and out. We just pulled up. Like we were just hitting the city and hitting different spots in the city, you know, and showing the people love.
What is that, man? How does that make you feel, though, man, knowing you at the nucleus of all this?
It's beautiful, man. It was a few people out there that was sharing their testimonies, like people that beat cancer, people that was going through cancer. And, you know, it's just amazing to be there for them and to be able to come together for a good cause. It was beautiful.
Man, you're a walking good cause, man. Give it up to my man Freeway because you're so
I'm grinding. Before that, I was in L.A. I performed at a voter registration event in Philly on Wednesday. Then I flew to L.A. Thursday. Friday, I had an event. I stood on the board of an organ procurement company called One Legacy, and we had an event. And I sat on a panel, and the topic was narratives with a purpose. So I was telling my story and what I've been through, and then we had like people. It was this lady that wrote the script for Three Rivers, which was a series about transplantation, and it was a few other people that's in the film industry, and they were sharing their stories and their battles with organ transplantation. You know, so it's an amazing thing. And we come together, and it's just beautiful, man. Just see different people from different walks of life all coming together for one thing.
Man, I love it. You introducing conversations that are everyday, challenges that people have to face, but we rarely get a chance to talk about. And I commend you so much because, we lost another legend.
Right.
Super producer DJ Clark Kent recently.
He's an amazing brother, man.
Wow, man. Were you ever in the studio? You were in the studio with him, right? Come on, stop.
Clark Kent always showed me love, man. He always gave me the utmost love. He is an amazing human being, man, and a lot of people that's close to him that I know are really affected by his passing, man.
Did you? Because Clark was so interested, early in Jay's career, and Junior Mafia, Mariah Carey, I could the list of different people. Were you ever? Did y'all work together ever?
We my man Set Free that runs the compound. He's like my brother. Like we real close. We got the same name, and he's a Christian. I'm a Muslim, but we both love God and we both share that. And that's my brother. So. He had a birthday party last year, and it was like me, Beans, it was Kiss. I think Jim Jones was in there. Dave East came through there, and Clark Kent DJ'd. It was amazing.
Man, DJ Clark Kent.
And he shared some footage from that with me when Clark passed away, man. Rest in peace.
I brought that up because we've been forced, and not even forced, life just be happening, and we've been dealing with a lot of people we've been losing in transition, and I always notice that you celebrate every year annually. It's been 3 years since Harmony passed, right? His daughter Harmony, and 4 years since Jihad passed, right?
Yes, sir.
And his son, and God bless them and may they rest in power first and foremost.
Right.
Let's give them that.
Thank you.
And let's God bless you. because you're showing us how to cope in real time. And I know it ain't easy, and I know there's no one particular formula.
Yeah, it's definitely not easy. My daughter passed away October 23rd, which was a few days ago.
Mm-hmm.
And the day that my son passed away is today.
Is today. 4 years today.
4 years today, man. Like, it was rough just getting up to come here. Like, it's the one of the main things that helps me through is my understanding that, everything was written, and like, God don't make no mistakes. So I lean on that, and I lean on my relationship with God.
Mm-hmm.
But even with those things in place, it's still difficult.
Of course.
Like, I come to a place, especially with my son, I be feeling like I failed him, like as his father sometimes. Like, and it's rough, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I remember the last time he seen me. Then, like, you think about the last time you seen somebody, but you don't think about the last time somebody seen you. The last time he seen me, we was at my house, and he left my house. I seen him in the hospital. I seen him at a janaza. We buried him. I seen him, but the last time he seen me was it for him. Like, and it's so many things that went unsaid, and like, it's rough.
Well, let's do this, man. I would, if you don't mind, I would love to hear some of the things you would have loved to say to him, man. If you want to, and then also I want to see if you're able to do that. If not, but I think it'll help folks. I wanted to see if we could tap into your coping mechanisms and how other people who are dealing with loss or dealing with some type of tragedy, or how it could help them in their coping mechanism.
Most definitely.
Okay,
Most
so
definitely.
If it's people out there like myself who just need direction or just need comfort in how to cope with a loss, right? Call us up, man. We got Freeway up here. Mike's here, Tracy here. We're all here.
Yes.
888-742-3345. That's the new segment. Freeway has a residency here on Shade 45. As we celebrate 20 years of Shade 45, Freeway, you a part of that.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You a part of that.
Look at how we've matured.
Yeah, shout out to Eminem and all his accolades and what he was able to accomplish. I remember when he first started this radio station. Now it's like a household, like, radio station, man, worldwide, global. So
Worldwide is where you come home to.
Mm-hmm.
It's that hip hop bunker. It's the hub. You go do a lot of other stuff, but come on home.
Yes.
Every now and then you got to get home, get some of that home cooking. We're celebrating today, if you don't mind me saying this, Freeway. Harmony, his beautiful daughter, I got a chance to really have conversations with and tell her I'm her uncle. She transitioned 3 years ago, and his son, Jihad, who transitioned 4 years ago to this day. And Freeway has been kind enough in this segment.
5:04 today.
Today. 5:04?
5:04
PM?
PM. Yeah. And the crazy thing is, Oskino from State Property, his son died. The day my son died was his son's funeral. We was at his son's funeral, and then I went to the hospital later on that day, and my son passed away. That's crazy.
Yeah. Do you talk to him still? What do you say to your son, man?
I pray for him.
Mm-hmm.
I pray for him. Like, I talk to God for him because he can't do it anymore. So I do a lot of that. I do a lot of reflecting. The pen has been lifted and the ink has been dry. So even though it's rough, I can't really, cry over what I couldn't say to him, and what didn't take place.
Yeah.
But I love him. That was Little Free. Like, he wanted to be just like me, man, and it hurts. It hurts, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it's not easy.
What would you say, Free? And thank you so much for being with us today, for being such a man of service, even with the heaviness that weighs on this date. For those who want to be supportive of their loved ones, of family, of friends who are dealing with such a great loss, what are some words or actions that you have experienced to be helpful for you during this process?
That's a good question. My personal opinion is it depends on the person.
Okay.
Because you may want to, assist a person and help a person the way that you think they should be helped, and they might not want that. They might want that sometimes. Sometimes I want that. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I just want to be by myself. Sometimes I just want to sit there and it's difficult, and you can't judge it. Like, it's not consistent. Like, I might feel like that today, but I might not feel like that tomorrow. Tomorrow I might want everybody around me, and I need everybody to be there for me. And sometimes I might need to be by myself. So you gotta it depends on the person, and you gotta really be sensitive to their needs if you really want to help them and be there for them.
Yes.
We have folks on the phone line, and maybe I feel like collective grief is better than individual grieving.
Yeah, most definitely.
And so when you can have people together with you, I think it makes a difference. I'm gonna put Dan from California on the line real quick. Dan, welcome to the show, Dan.
Hey, Dan.
Hey, Dan.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Excellent, brother. How about yourself?
You know what? I'm on top of the world, man. I can't tell you
Wow.
how much I appreciate y'all taking my call. Hey, this is actually for free. So my brother took his life. See if I can get through this. My brother took his life in October of 2020. Actually, October 25th. And
Wow, that's so
free.
close.
I got to tell you, man. Like, I really struggled with a lot of family stuff, dynamics that were going on. I wasn't able to be a part of burying my brother. My dad and I had beef, and so I ended up having to have a separate thing. And I was dealing with a lot of pain, a lot of frustration, a lot of anger towards God. Not it's God's fault by any stretch of the imagination, but we just blame those that we can't see, right? So I made a point one day. I started writing on Instagram every day and asking my brother a question about heaven. And so what it forced me to do was I thought about my brother in a positive light every single day, and I would just post these things on Instagram. I don't know anybody famous. Nobody really knows me, right? But it was people that were dealing with life and had felt pain and had lost, and they started asking me questions to ask my brother in a sense that it was, and they're simple questions like, who's your favorite angel? Are you in love in heaven? Can you be married in heaven? Who's your best friend? What's it like to sit down and talk to Malcolm X? Things like that truly matter. Who's the most interesting person you've met in heaven? My friend, I've never lost a child. I'm a father of two. In fact, my oldest daughter's birthday's today. She's 15. I've lost nephews to cancer and some other things. Bree, I don't know you. You don't know me, man. I appreciate you, fam. And I am sorry for yours. You and I don't know each other. We'll never meet. I'm a fan of yours. But I want you to know, man, I can't begin to fathom the amount of pain that you're going through. But as brave as you are today, and what you're doing on Sway with Tracy G and all them, this is fam, right? There's a lot of people who listen to this show, and you're going to share your pain and your sorrow, but how you've gotten through this with a lot of people, I guarantee you, are crying, listening to this right now. So I commend you. Keep pressing, keep speaking truth. Wow. And God bless you guys.
Thank you, bro.
Wow,
and I commend you for sharing your story also, bro.
Yeah, damn,
God
man.
bless you. Stay strong.
You're an amazing human being, brother. You're a super citizen, man.
That's Sway in the morning.
We appreciate you.
I appreciate
Yes,
y'all.
Thank
Later.
you, man. Thank you, man. We got Terry on the line. Terry, hold up.
Yeah.
There you go, Terry. How's it going, man?
Hey, T.
Hey, what's up, everybody? How's everybody doing today?
Chin up.
Yep. I just wanted to go along the lines of what homie was just saying on the phone, and that just being able to talk about it. You guys was talking about coping mechanisms and whatnot, and I think the best thing to do is talk about it, because you don't want to get to that point where it's months go by, weeks go, or whatever, years go by. You're like, oh, when's the last time I actually spoke about this? You can talk, you can think about it, reflect on it, and all that. But what you're doing right now, coming out and talking and verbalizing things, it just makes the world's difference, because I find
Most
the smaller that the intervals are between when I last spoke about people like my grandpa and people that I've lost in my life, friends, family, whatever it is. When the intervals get a little bit smaller, it becomes a little bit easier to deal with the next time I speak about it. You know?
Exactly. That's true. Even though my children are here, they're still a part of my life. I pray for them every day. I think about them every day. I have conversations with my family about them. I laugh about them. I cry about them. So they're going to be a part of me until I'm where they at. You know? So.
Yeah, I appreciate what you guys are doing, and yeah, once again, like my condolences to everybody, not like everybody that ever lost a loved one or someone close that they felt was important.
Hey, man, we appreciate your call there, Terry. You all right with me, man?
Yes.
You a super citizen, brother.
Sway in the morning.
Super citizen. Donnie's on the line. Donnie, where you calling from?
What's up, Big Don?
Wait, hold up, man. Hold up. Donnie, hold up, Don.
What you doing over there?
Oh, jeez. Donnie, where you calling from?
Hey, Donnie.
I'm calling from Atlanta.
The ATL.
ATL.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Born and raised. I just wanted to say to Freeway, big fan, and you actually said more than you realize you already said, because you're dealing with it by even saying that God didn't make mistakes, and that everything happened for a reason, because that's accepting it. See, I've never accepted. When I lost my uncle, and I actually just got back from his funeral, and I realized accepting it is the clarity. Like I say now, man, I used to be fooling myself. I knew your number and I never even called, and now I can't call anymore. So you're way further ahead in the grieving process than a lot of people are, and that is why we need each other, so we can learn how to grieve. Because there's no wrong way,
Most definitely, yeah. I ain't saying nothing wrong, brother. And the reason why I'm able to be like that is because I had a relationship with God since I was young. And, the little understanding I have allows me to, sit in the space.
Hey, Donnie, thanks for your call, brother. You a
Appreciate
super
you,
citizen,
Donnie.
man.
Sway in the morning.
Thank you.
Freeway's here, man. These lines are lighting up, Free.
Yeah, relatable. We all go through
These
it.
lines are lighting up. So do you plan to do anything to celebrate them or celebrate your son today?
Yeah, I'm a get with the family. I gotta go back to Baltimore after this because I gotta do an event with the I gave these the Violators DJs. They're having their conference in Baltimore. So I gave them my word that I was going to come back. So I'm gonna go back and take care of that. And then tomorrow, me and my family gonna go visit them, and and probably just spend time together.
Okay. Violator DJ, shout out to Chris Lighty. Another one that we lost.
Shout out to Chris Lighty. Yeah, rest in peace.
Absolutely. We'll take one more call. Angelina is on the line. Hold up, Angelina. Let me get to you 1 second.
Talking about.
Hold up, man. Hold up. Okay. Oh, jeez. I'm trying to learn how to code with these phones. All right, here we go. Angelina, go ahead.
Hi, Angelina.
Good morning. How y'all doing? Hey, Tracy G.
Hey, Mama.
Good morning, Freeway.
Hey, good morning.
Everybody else in the building. Freeway, first I want to say, my deepest condolences on your loss of your son, your daughter. I keep it real. I'm from Philly. I love your music.
Thank you.
The reason why I'm calling, I lost my mom when I was 7. I'll be 47 years old in February. My brother was murdered in Philly 18 years ago. Lost my ground. And one thing I learned with dealing with so much loss, and like you said, just having that relationship with God, no matter if you're a Christian, a Muslim, whatever you worship, just having that time. And one thing I do, I buy a card, and I write it to my mom, my brother, my grandmother, especially on their birthdays and the anniversary of their death. And whatever that last thing that I wanted to say to them, I write in that card, and I put into a scripture of the Bible that one day I need to go read. And I've been doing that. My mom passed away 38 years. I've been doing it for about 20 years now. I just got a separate Bible that I just use for those that I lost, that I dedicate that to. So that can be an encouragement to somebody that might be listening.
Yeah, that's beautiful. What works for you, whatever works for you, whatever gives you comfort, long as it's not going against God, whatever it is that gives you comfort, we should try our best to do.
Yes, I totally agree with you. But you stay strong, my good brother. Keep doing what you do for the community.
I like that.
I mean, you Yeah, you on fire. I don't really live in Philly now. I live in Lancaster now, but I still tap into Philly. My family's still there, and I see the big things that you're doing.
Thank you.
Keep
I
doing what you
appreciate it.
do for that city.
That's what's up.
Keep your head up.
Come on.
You know,
Thank
like
you.
they say, better days is coming.
There you go.
We will see our loved ones again. If we, we want to get where they at. So we got to do what we need to do to get where they at. So with that being said, Sway, Tracy, G, everybody else in the building, Freeway, y'all have a blessed day.
Thank you,
Continue to be a
Angelina.
blessing.
Thank you.
Angelina.
God bless you.
I love y'all so much. Every time I
Yeah.
call, y'all encourage me so much.
Wow.
So
Thank
y'all
you.
just enjoy this beautiful day, and just thank you for letting me get my words out. I really appreciate all y'all.
Oh, it was
Wow.
beautiful, Angelina. Hey, you
Thank you.
encourage us, right? You,
Most
you,
Cup filler.
you just gave us some energy right there, Angelina. You keep going. You're a super citizen,
Sway in
okay?
the morning.
All right, Freeway. You
Thanks,
are.
y'all.
Thank you. You are. You know, I feel confident in saying that you're doing some of the most important work in our culture right now.
Thank you, bro.
With all the chaos that's going on and all the derogatory headlines and storylines and narratives, court, all these different things we're seeing. I commend you, brother. You bring a light every single day.
That's
And I
right.
see the work. Like, if you look at Freeway's Instagram, you wonder, when does he sleep? Dude, get some sleep.
Listen, last night, right, I told you we had the cancer ride, then Jeezy was in town, so I wound up pulling up on him, performing last night. I probably got to sleep probably like 2, 3, and then I had to leave like 5:30 in the morning to get down here. So.
Man, we appreciate it, man.
It's all about the grind, though. Like, and that's one of my coping mechanisms. Like, staying busy really helps me, like, moving around. Like, when I'm sitting still, sometimes, those thoughts affect me. But when I'm moving around and I'm constantly in the mix and I'm doing something positive, it really works out for me. Speaking of that, I'm going to be in Charlotte, North Carolina on the 16th. I'm going to be at the Bear Women in Government 2024 Leadership and Innovation Summit.
Wow.
And I'm going to be speaking on a panel, The Hidden Health Care Crisis, Acting Early to Detect Treatment for Chronic Kidney Disease. Like, what happened to me was I crashed on dialysis. As soon as I went to the hospital, I immediately had to get put on dialysis because I wasn't taking care of myself. I wasn't keeping up with my routine physicals. So we're trying to encourage people to get tested early, and we're trying to encourage the healthcare system to mandate that. How we have all these other tests that we need to get, they need to mandate that people get tested for their kidneys. So through a partnership with Bear, that's what we're working towards too.
And that's on the 16th. You're gonna be out there.
Yep, in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Charlotte, North Carolina, man. Anytime, man. Call up here to let us know where you're gonna be at. Free. Your work is important. We want to make sure as many people as possible can hear it, man. And we could continue this conversation with Freeway directly. All you got to do is hit him on his social media.
My Instagram is @Philly Freeway. My X is @Philly Freezer, and my Facebook is Philly Freeway.
There it is, man. I love you, brother. Thank you for sharing
too,
with
bro.
us. I love the children.
Yeah.
I love your kids. I'm their uncle.
Yes, you
I'll
are.
be praying for them today as well.
We
All right.
appreciate you, man.
Absolutely. We'll celebrate them as well.
And thank y'all for allowing me to have this platform.
Yeah.
It's yours. Freeway in the morning.
Appreciate y'all.
Got a ring to it, man.